Welcome back to My Life on a GLP-1. I'm Scott Johnson, and today we have a very special Thanksgiving episode for you all. Our beloved Sarah is traveling for the holiday season and left us with a very special trusted co-host. Let me introduce you all to Natalie. So, Natalie, first of all, welcome to the hot seat.
Thank you, Scott. I have a very special connection to this podcast. I think you are all very familiar with my little sister, Sarah. She supported me starting Mounjaro, and, well, yeah, here I am. You know, this is my first podcast. I'm nervous, but excited, and I have studied hard.
Well, Natalie, I am thrilled to keep the show in the family, and if you mess up, I am confident everyone will forgive you. After all, we're approaching Thanksgiving, so let me just say how thankful I am that you are here with me. So, today we're diving into a topic that I think a lot of you can relate to. What happens when the holidays meet your GLP-1 medication?
So let's dive in, Scott. Are we starting with a story about your Thanksgiving adventure from last year?
We absolutely are. So picture this. I've been on GLP-1 for 6 months, feeling pretty confident about my relationship with food.
Uh-huh. I'm sure there is a twist here, right?
Oh yeah, then Black Friday morning rolls around. I step on the scale and see I've gained 5 pounds in 36 hours.
Oh no! Did you do the thing where you moved the scale to different spots in the bathroom?
Natalie, I tried 3 different tiles, recalibrated it twice, and even weighed myself holding my phone thinking maybe the Bluetooth was interfering somehow.
The denial is real. So what happened? I thought GLP-1 was supposed to help with appetite suppression.
It does, and that's what makes this story so interesting. For our listeners who might be new to this, GLP-1 medications work by slowing down how fast your stomach empties, regulating blood sugar, and yes, suppressing appetite by affecting your brain's hunger signals.
Right, so theoretically you should feel full faster and stay satisfied longer.
Exactly. But here's where I learned that GLP-1s don't make you immune to family dynamics or emotional eating. It started with what I'm calling the appetizer ambush.
The appetizer ambush?
You know how it goes. You arrive with good intentions. Maybe you'll just have a few crackers and cheese. But then there's the spinach artichoke dip and someone's famous deviled eggs, and before you know it, you're on appetizer plate number 3, and dinner hasn't even started.
Oh my stars! Hot! That is a big oops! And were you feeling the usual GLP-1 fullness signals?
Here's the thing, I was. My body was definitely sending me the, hey, you're getting full messages. But there was this weird disconnect where my brain was like, but it's Thanksgiving, and Aunt Carol made that thing you only get once a year.
The emotional override.
Completely. So then we sit down for the actual meal: turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, green bean casserole, cranberry sauce, the works. And despite feeling pretty full from appetizers, I went back for seconds, and then thirds.
Yikes! How are you feeling physically?
Not great, honestly. The GLP-1 was doing its job. My stomach was emptying slower, so I felt uncomfortably full for hours. But then came dessert time, and there was Grandma's pecan pie, and someone brought this incredible pumpkin cheesecake.
Oh no, you didn't, did you?
I absolutely did. Both. Small slices, but still. By the time I went to bed Thursday night, I felt like I'd swallowed a bowling ball. I hated myself, my self-betrayal, my anger, and so many emotions, and I felt like garbage.
So let's talk about that 5-pound gain. For anyone panicking about their own holiday weight, can you explain what's actually happening there?
Great question. That 5 pounds? It's not 5 pounds of fat. It's mostly water retention from all the extra sodium and carbohydrates. Your body stores carbs as glycogen, and glycogen holds onto water, about 3 grams of water for every gram of glycogen. It would be physiologically impossible to gain 5 pounds of real body fat in 2 days. To do that, I would have needed to consume approximately 17 to 18,000 calories beyond what my body burns. Even my enthusiastic Thanksgiving eating had not reached those levels.
Right, so what did you do to get back on track?
First, I drank a lot more water to help flush out the excess sodium. I went right back to my normal eating pattern, no crash dieting or punishment. I took some light walks, nothing crazy. And most importantly, I gave it time.
And how long did it take to come off?
Within a week, all 5 pounds were gone, and my weight loss resumed its normal pattern. Well, after I suffered through the indigestion, burps, constipation, and the rather unholy relief of that constipation, it was like the whole thing never happened scale wise.
That's so reassuring for people to hear. What's the big takeaway from your Thanksgiving adventure?
GLP-1 medications are incredibly powerful tools, but they're not magic. They don't eliminate the emotional and social aspects of eating, especially during holidays when there's family pressure and traditions involved. They work best when we work with them, not against them. I think the key is setting realistic expectations and having a plan going in.
Exactly. And one holiday meal isn't going to derail your entire journey.
Exactly right. And that is the lesson I am taking with me this holiday season.
So, for our listeners heading into the next holiday season, what would you do differently? Any specific strategies?
Absolutely. First, I'd eat a small meal or snack before arriving, not skip meals all day thinking I'll save room. That just makes the appetizer ambush more dangerous. Second, I'd practice the one plate rule. Put everything I want to try on one plate instead of making multiple trips. And honestly, I'd probably warn my family that I'm working with new hunger cues and might eat less than usual.
That's smart. And what about the mental game? Because it sounds like you knew you were full, but kept eating anyway.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. I think next time I'll actually pause between courses and ask myself, am I eating because I'm hungry or because it's there? The GLP-1 gives you a window to make better choices, but you still have to choose to look through that window, if that makes sense.
It does. So now you are on to another holiday season on a GLP-1 medication. At least this time, you are smarter than past years. Oh, and I cannot forget, as this is the time I remind everyone to celebrate safely, but be thankful of your journey. Be thankful of this podcast by giving Scott a 5-star rating or going to his website at mylifeonglp1.com for more tips along your weight loss journey. How did I do?
Natalie, I'm super proud. You've done awesome today. Seriously, thank you for filling in and joining us today. Please come back and join us again for future episodes.
This was super fun. But before we wrap up, tell us any final advice you have for everyone this holiday season.
If you are living in fear for the holiday season this year or gaining weight over Thanksgiving, you are in good company. You might eat more than you are planning. Welcome to being human. If you are worried that one holiday meal is going to ruin everything, let me assure you, it will not. These medications are powerful allies in weight management, but they work best when we treat ourselves with the same compassion we would offer a friend. Progress is not perfection. Success is getting back on track after holidays, celebrations, and the occasional 5-pound Thanksgiving surprise.
I heard a rumor you have up a Black Friday Thanksgiving surprise for everyone. Tell us.
And yes, I do have a Thanksgiving surprise. From the release of this episode through Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and the long weekend, if you order a copy of my paperback book on Amazon for yourself or someone on your shopping list, there is a Black Friday early sale price of $11.99. No special code needed. Just search for My Life on a GLP-1. It's just on a 1-week sale, so get a few copies to share. And you will survive Thanksgiving. Your medication is still working. Your progress is still real. And yes, there will be more opportunities to overeat before the new year arrives. Guess what? That's okay. You now know how to handle it. On behalf of Natalie and Sarah in spirit, I'm Scott Johnson, wishing you a safe and happy Thanksgiving. We will be back with more episodes in December. In the meantime, just maybe go a little easier on the sweet potato casserole. And always remember to love your journey.